task. Okay, so the computer is a machine, as it is. So it does do nothing. Okay, so if the user given the instruction only, the system can activate. So based on the user instruction only, it can perform. So we need to give the instruction to the system. Okay, that type of that list of instruction only known as computer software. So computer software means it is clear in the list of instruction to the by the user given to the system for performing a specific task. Okay, this is mean software. So okay, the software can be written as program also. So when it is called program means if we give the less number of instruction means it is known as program. Okay, if we give huge number of instruction means it is called software. So the less number of instruction means it performs a simple task only. Suppose if you do a complex work means you give the a lot of instruction. Okay, so if you give lot of instruction means it is known as software. If you give the less instruction means it is known as program. Okay, so it is clear what is meant by program and what is meant by software. So software and program means same thing, but the list of instruction is the different. So few instruction means it is known as program. So a huge number of instruction means it is known as software. Okay, so the software can be classified into two types: application software and the system software. Okay, so the application software means it is the list of instruction given by the user. So for satisfying their own requirement. For example, some user demand the list of instruction given to the software system means it is known as application software. So the examples of application software are word processing. So word processing means you manipulate the words, you enter the text, formatting the text, aligning the text, like that the word processing will work. So image processing means this type of application will be used to managing the images, for editing images, applying filtering, applying coloring, cropping, okay, rotating, like that. So this is the application for managing the image. Okay. So for developing the application software, the user does not know about the hardware details. Okay, so without the hardware details, we develop the application software. So next one is the system software. So system software means it is also a list of instruction, but these instructions are used to activate the hardware. Okay, so so developing a system software, the user must know the details of the hardware. So what are the processor we used? What are the memory capacity in the system? What are the different types of input device, output devices used in the system? So those are all must know about the for developing the system software. Okay, so if you want to write the system software means the user must know the entire details of the hardware. Okay, so the system software will be used to activate the entire hardware. So the best examples of system software is OS, compilers and the assembler. So OS means operating system. So these operating systems are used to interact the user with the computer hardware. Okay, so the user does not know the details of the hardware. So we need a specific software to interact the user with the computer. So this operating system acts as a bridge between the user and the computer. It convey the user information to the hardware and convey again the hardware details to the user. So this is the purpose of operating system. Okay, next compiler means it is a specific software which can be used to convert the high level programming into machine understandable programs. So this is one type of system software which can be used to convert the high level programming languages like C, C++, Java into machine understandable programs. Okay, and last one is the assembler. So this is also one type of system software. It can be used to convert the assembly language into machine level language. So these are the examples of system software. So now we understand what is meant by software and application software and then system software. Is clear? So software means the list of instructions to perform some task. Okay, so it can be divided into application and the system. So application means it is the user program. System means it is the hardware program. Okay. So next we move on to programming languages. There are three types of programming languages. First one is the machine language, and then assembly language, and last one is the high level language. So programming languages mean it is the language it is used to communicate with the system. So normally we use the language to communicate with the person. Yes. So if you two person want to communicate means they use the language as a tool. Yes, it is. So likewise, the machines and the computer are used with the help of a programming language. So if you develop a program means we must know some programming language. So based on the programming language characteristics, it can be classified into three types: machine language, assembly language, and then high level language. So in machine language, the characters are only zeros and 1. So in machine language only two characters are possible. One is 1, the other one is 0. Okay. So using zeros and only we write the word and then we form the instructions and all. Okay. So in machine language the entire things only in the form of zeros and 1. So the main advantage of machine language is the machine easily understandable the coding zeros and ones, because the machine only understanding zeros and ones, not understanding high level language. So if you write a machine level language means the system directly understand the coding without the any help of the intermediate software. But what is the main drawback here? The entire thing is only zeros and ones. The user get lot of confused in the zeros and ones. So this is the advantage and disadvantages of the machine language. So in the machine language, so there is only two letters, zeros and ones, but it can be directly understandable by the system. So there is no need of any intermediate software here. So if the programmer writes the machine level language means the system directly understands it. Okay. So here there is no intermediate software we need. But what is the drawback here? It is very difficult to write the program using zeros and ones. So entire things will be in the form of zeros and ones. It gives lot of confusion. So any 1 0 or 1 misplaced means the entire program get wrong. Okay. So the next level of programming language is the assembly language. So assembly language in here we use some short forms of operations. Okay. So instead of zeros and ones, here we use some small mnemonic codes like add and sub. So this is the word used for performing the addition. So this is the word used for performing the subtraction. So this is the word used to store the some content. Okay. So this is the word used to move the content like this. We use some short words. These short words are known as mnemonic codes. Okay. So instead of zeros and ones, the next level we use short forms of coding to performing a task. Okay. So comparing zeros and ones, it is easy or a bit difficult. Comparing zeros and one, which one is easy, ma? For understanding zeros and comparing zeros and one, it is easier. Okay. So the next level of languages they use the mnemonic codes. Okay. So according to the programmers, it is easy, but according to the machine, it is very difficult because the machine only understanding the digits zeros and ones. So the machine cannot understand the move, add, store like that. So here we need one specific software for converting these mnemonic codes into zeros and ones. So this conversion will be done by assembler. Okay. So here we need one specific software for converting the mnemonic codes into machine understandable codes. So you understand what is assembly language? So assembly language here we use some short forms of coding for giving the instruction. So these short form of code is known as mnemonic codes. Okay. So these mnemonic codes cannot directly understandable by the machine. For converting these mnemonic codes into zeros and ones, we need a special software. That software is known as assembler. Okay. So next we move on to the high level language. So high level language means so here we use the instruction like normal English. For example, for adding two number, we use the notation a plus b. So what is meaning? Adding the number a plus adding the number a and b. We use the operator plus. So like this, we use the same notation in the programming language. That type of language is known as high level language. Okay, ma? So normal wording like reader, writer, operators. So those are all used in the high level language. So normal notations, normal words are used in the high level language, which can be easily understandable by the user. Okay, it is easily manipulated by the programmer. Okay, but these notations are directly understandable by the system. Yes, it is. So the machines cannot understand the simple words sta, move, and sub also. So how it is handled c equal to a plus b? It cannot understandable by the machine. For understanding this notation, we use here special software here itself. Okay. So this type of software is known as compiler and then interpreter. Okay. So the assembler. So what is the job of assembler? So it is used to convert the assembly language into machine language. So like because the machine only understandable by the machine language. So we need a special software for converting high level language into machine language. For that purpose we use the compiler and the interpreter. Okay, so the compiler will be used to converting the high level language into machine language is the whole part. For example, if the program consisting 10 lines means the compiler converting the 10 lines into machine language within one step. Okay, but the interpreter will be used to convert the high level language into machine language by one. One line by one line, the interpreter will be converted. Okay, so this is the main difference between the compiler and the interpreter. So the compiler will be used to convert the high level language into machine language within one step, but the interpreter will be used to convert the machine language into convert the high level language into machine language step by step. So this is the difference between the compiler and the interpreter. Okay, so this is the type of programming language we develop. So in traditional they use the machine language. Now we use the high level language. So in between they use the assembly language. So in high level language, lot of high level languages are available. So based on the characteristics and based on the purpose, they can be classified as structured programming, object oriented programming, scripting languages like that. There are a lot of high level languages are available in modern computer world. Okay.